Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today is April the 26th, 2022. I know you guys have already heard. The whole world is talking about Musk buying Twitter. All right. You guys can see on my price chart, I was expecting the price to go down, and it really didn't go down. So we've seen all of this volume, right, come in Twitter, and price still did not fall. So what does this mean? Were people mostly buying or selling? We're going to talk about that today and see what's next for Twitter. Like, what if Elon Musk takes the company private? Will you still be able to buy and sell on a public exchange this stock? Probably not. So what's the next expectation then? Should you go ahead and sell your stock now? We'll talk about it. So before I go into it, make sure you hit the like button, and also subscribe here to the channel. Tap that bell notification as well, because I'm here to assist my community into understanding that you can actually anticipate where prices are going to go without the confusion. So first, let me talk about the performance of the market against my idea, because my last video, which was on April the 15th, I was looking for Twitter to go down, right? I was looking for it to go down. You all can clearly tell that it was a couple of days to where we did see some weakness, but the market gave us a definitive answer that stock was going to go up. And it was right here. This day. This day right here confirmed that the market in Twitter wasn't weak. And I'm going to show you something else. See, you guys got to learn how to dissect and become an investigator on these charts, because the market tells you what people really think. It tells you, because think about this. Why is it, why is it that the price in Twitter held price above $45? Look at that. April the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 18th of April, 19th, 20th of April, price did not fall below $45. It held price above $45. That clearly tells you that the market was buying Twitter. Somebody knew, whether it was Elon, somebody in Elon's camp, somebody at Tesla, somebody at SpaceX, somebody at Twitter knew what was going to go down in Twitter. They knew that he was going to buy Twitter. Whoever knew it, they took massive advantage of this opportunity. So we have to learn how to do the same thing. Now, since we're standing on the outside trying to look in, we have to pay attention to the price. And this was a prime example to tell you that people wasn't selling Twitter, they was buying it. So even though my price prediction on my last video in Twitter was wrong, I wanted to show you how you can automatically come through and see what's really going on and take the same side. This was that. This was the opportunity to tell us, okay, if people ain't selling below $45, then that means that people are buying it. And a whole lot of people came through and bought Twitter because they knew that Elon was going to conclude with his acquisition of buying Twitter. Yes, I'm showing you exactly what went on those days in April. People bought it because they knew that he was going to buy it as well. So they wanted to profit. They knew that the stock was going to go up. People don't buy something if they know price is going to go down. They only buy when they know it's going to go up. And I'm literally showing you right now the evidence of what the market was thinking. Now, I didn't get it right. So let me go ahead and take this away. It was what? The last trade of yesterday. It would have been around 10% loss. I get it. So even though on April the 16th or April the 15th, I was looking for Twitter to go down, I also want to come through today and show you how you can know that you may be incorrect and you want to take the other side. Right here, April the 18th, and us seeing price not fall below $45. Those were the indications, the confirmations to say, look, you want to buy the stock. It was telling us that then. Okay. So let me go ahead and get rid of that. Let me get rid of this. And now Twitter is now trading around $52 right now. Do you think some volatility is about to come into the market now for Twitter? Do you think Elon's going to take the company private? Because if so, then this won't be a public stock anymore. You won't be able to come in and trade freely. You won't be able to get the earnings release, the earnings reports, the filings from the SEC. It won't be possible with a private company, which I think he wants to do that because he doesn't want the SEC all up in his business. Do you think the stock is going to continue to go up? Do you think the stock is going to go down? I mean, we're already here hovering around areas of restriction that I identify, right? Is this a playable market? Do you come in and buy this stock? Do you come in and sell it? Because generally, the market is still strong, right? It's still there. But I would be real leery about how high it's going to go. I would be real cautious about how high the price in Twitter is about to go. Even though I do see strength here on the chart, even though we can anticipate the price to go up, I would be real leery because we got earnings coming up on April the 28th. We're trading around this restriction area, right? We got to be careful. I still see strength though. Strength is here. So we can anticipate price going up, but be careful. I will just tell you to be cautious because the market here in Twitter, I would expect the volatility to increase. I would expect it to become a little bit more iffy. And when I get those type of environments, I stay away. Is it worth seeing price in Twitter go to 56? That's 8% movement. Is it worth you putting on a trade, putting on a position just to garner 8%? What do you think? Or should we wait until we get more definitive answers as to whether or not this market in Twitter is still going to go up? Because this is the market in Twitter is going up off of people's interests and questions about, okay, what is going to be the end result of Twitter now? Is it going to be a market for free speech? Will the government come into Twitter's business if he's allowing more people to access to this content to bring in more information? Will the SEC, will the government of the United States come through and get it all up in his business because of what he's allowing to occur on his platform? Just like what they're doing with Facebook or Meta. Is he going to be the next Mark Zuckerberg to where he's going to have to sit in front of Congress and testify as to what is his company doing? Because that would be the next thing that I would be looking forward to, is if he's going to allow his access to Twitter and social media content to be a town square of free information, whatever you want to say type deal, then yes, he's going to be the next Mark Zuckerberg. He's going to be sitting in front of Congress and explaining what is his platform all about, especially if he makes it open source. So now, there's a lot of questions up in the air. And when I have so many questions, I don't come in and predict. I don't. So I'm going to leave this alone. Even though I do see strength in the market for Twitter, I see it. But it's to the point to where I'm not too confident that it's going to continue to shoot massively higher. It can. But what would you do? Would you play it? Or would you wait until you get more definitive answers as to what Twitter is going to do next, right? Because not only are we here around $52, I want you all to see that. Okay? I want you all to see this. So I'm going to clean this up because I want you all to pay attention to the downtrend. So the next area of restriction, like I said, would be around $54 to $56. And that will confirm us hitting the downtrend. 8.5%, 8.25%. So I'm not going to touch it though. I just want you all to see what I'm thinking. I think the price is going to go up, but not to the point to where I'm willing to drop a price prediction on the price chart. To me, I'll just sit back and wait. Or I find another market opportunity to where I can deploy more money to where I'm pretty certain from a probabilistic chance that I'm pretty correct. And given that this environment, Twitter is the way it is acting, I'm not going to touch it. But you can. If you are, where do you think the price is going to go? So go ahead and drop the comments so everyone can see where you think Twitter is about to go. And we'll see if you're right. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.